shoot on foot. I have nowhere to go. I'm 50 yards out. I'm not gonna make it. I'm not gonna make it. I'm on the ladder. I'm confirmed on the ladder. Floating island base. I'm on the way up. Why are you interrupting me? This is Editor Lizzie. What have I done? I've done nothing wrong. You said make a video about floating islands. This is what I'm doing. Tutorial. It's coming. I just wanted to give a good reason for why you would want these things. I mean, for a build that works everywhere, for a build that has to work everywhere, the mesa, the desert, the cold biomes, everywhere. Floating island base is what you need. Pick your spot. Pick your spot and pillar up. Well, that is what we like to call it. Pick it and pillar it. Guys, let's go. Let's go. For the top of the pillars, folks, you need circles. Circles like what I'm showing you right here. There'll be a link in the description. 17 in diameter for the first big one. The next one, 15 in diameter. Smallest one we're going to work with today, folks, is only 11. Teeny tiny baby. Alright, fill it up with dirt. I suppose you could do stone. I use dirt for everything. You do you. At the end of the day, what we're looking to do is to start in the centers on the underside of the circle there and pull your lines in and towards the center. Down, in, towards the center. What we're shooting for is like a mud ice cream cone shape. Mud ice cream cone shape. Listen, this next part is organic. People, don't freak out. Don't freak out. Just fill in where it needs to be filled in. If there's a hole, put a block there. If you don't love it, it's Minecraft. Delete it. There you go. That's what we're looking for, gamers. We're gaming. We are gaming. You don't have to add color like this. I just did. We'll blend it later. This is pretty harsh line between the purple and the red. Alright. A standard castle tower is 9 by 9. 9 by 9. And that's because of the way the trim is. See, they're 5 apart. Be as tall as you want it to be, although, give it some good height. Come around the top with strip spruce, and then on each corner, we're gonna head up 6 blocks. And then connect them. Let's go. You got this. Let's put a slab under that block all the way around, and then a slab on the lower half of the strip spruce, all the way around again. On the 4th block up, bring another line of spruce around the whole top of the thing. Then come back. Use crimson for the stairs though. Directly behind your framing, put your bone blocks. These are going to be your walls. Come around with crimson trapdoors. Those make like your railings. Punch in your windows and add scaffolding. Honeycomb in the 1 block gap, and then other bits of trim. Those are all crimson. Bottom half slabs around the top, and then around the tippy top, it's a full block and upside down staircases. For the roof, we're going to go 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2. That's the pattern. Then we're going to pop back one with the crimson blocks, and offset by 1, we're going to go behind the roof line, and then 1 more with bone blocks to make our wall. Alright, it's time to think about color on the roof. And what I've done, this is what I always do. I come in and I change the stone blocks to the colors I like. And there's not a lot I can say about the choices I'm making relative to colors. So I think I'm just going to let this be a time lapse, and y'all can just look at me making choices about the pattern of how the color is going to be distributed on the roof, etc. Let's watch. All right, and that kind of wraps the solid roof color. We're going to be taking a look at some blending blocks next. We'll get this final bit finished. One of my favorite blending blocks is Glow Lichen. I just loved it when it came out. It's a nice way to pull two colors together, whether they're going to blend or not, or whether they would naturally blend. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? And I'll do a good bit of this. I'm gonna let this go so you guys can see the extent. It just about wraps it. Just about. Now we're gonna come in with actual texturizing and that kind of blending, coming in with the crimson planks and just using it randomly. And then the cyan terracotta, or glazed terracotta, cyan glazed terracotta. I use all the blocks within a color range, and I'm not trying to make a gradient. It's more of like a patchwork. It's the idea. These are kind of storybook roofs. I think of them like that. Patchwork, holly hobby. That's what I call it. Anyway, yeah, and I try to use all the glazed terracottas, just all the blocks, every last one of them within a color's range. And that probably makes it terrible for survival. But you know. Just everything depends on how bad do you want that sick roof gradient. Or, palette, not gradient, for Pete's sake. Alright, let's go around the base of the build and but shade around the bottom. You can pretty much say any building ever that's sitting on the ground is going to be somewhat darker where the construction meets the ground. It's got moisture, it's wetter down there. So, you're going to need a way in and out. Put a door, put windows. You want to see. Put scaffolding in there. That's what we do to get window panes. Who are you? Why are you? What are you? The side windows, 3x5 with one on top. And if you want to see someone really struggle with Minecraft campfires, I should have just used slabs. Turn the dirt to stone. Get some planters going under the window. That's how to do it. I like to include a lot of natural elements, so I do a lot of bushes and rocks and things of that nature. Let's take a look at what I've done with color on the bottom before moving on. The bottoms of these islands are very similar to the way I do roofs, in that we're not shooting for a gradient, rather a palette. So for instance, the purple palette here includes purple wool, amethyst, purple glazed terracotta, crying obby, purple concrete, and purple concrete powder, but they are not arranged in a gradient going from dark to light or light to dark. They are just placed randomly. This is a gradient of Minecraft blocks arranged according to color by this Instagrammer, Jelishku. I like it. I like this gradient, how they have it laid out. So I find this very helpful. So I'll link this in the description. Y'all can grab it from there if you want to use it. Next, we're going to look at the second build in our base. It's a 9x9x6 structure. It's very simple. 9x9x6 connected tops. You come in just like the one on top of the tower. You fill with bone blocks for walls. Put a center divider in the middle. And then you start your roof. That's not what I'm doing here, but you do what I say, not what I do. Do what I say, not what I do. The roof pattern goes 1 1 2 2 2, and what that means is 2 2 2 until the center. Till the center. Okay. All right. Now we look at side embellishments. It's honeycomb and crimson. Right. All right. Roof time again. Pink and orange is literally my all-time favorite color combination. It's spectacular. Let's watch me make choices about that. while we watch, I don't want to talk about the last phase, this 11 diameter floating island, blue and cyan boy that has the custom tree. Little story about that. I didn't know this initially, but when I started making this tutorial, I found a way to do custom trees, and you're looking at it. I planted 16 oak trees and bone mealed them, let it all grow up, and I did the carving away thing, which I am better at. I'm not saying I would do this for every single custom tree build. Actually, I would never do it for every one of them, but look, this is so good for what it is. All right, let's look at the connecting islands. They are smaller and they're all the same. They are 3x3 with a bump out in the center of each side, if that makes sense. And then you build it up from the bottom. So 3x3 square with this block on the center of each side, and you build it out from the underside, and then you need to start connecting them loosely. Use leaf blocks, fences, things that don't make a clear bridge one to the other, but enough so that you could easy parkour, like I'm about to demonstrate beautifully. Look at me navigate with ease. Floating island base, you guys. What about it? I'm happy. I'm glad. Hey, I really enjoyed making this tutorial for y'all. I hope you're able to follow it. It's the first one I've ever done, so don't judge too harsh. They'll get better. Thank you guys so much for coming to my video. I love you all, each and every one of you. Bye-bye.